look, it started all by itself. Look at that. Hey everybody, this is Krista with Magnolia Ridge Farm and Gardens, and today I have my sister here from Wishbone Farms. She lives at the family farm with everybody else. I'm just the outcast. Black-eyed Susan.
Black-haired, blue-eyed outcast.
Black sheep.
Yes, that too.
Yeah. So, or the fact that I just can't live with them because they drive me crazy. Yeah. So we are having a Can-A-thon, and we have been canning everything. What all have we canned? Green beans, corn,
Wendy.
our cow Wendy, which I have shown you how to can meat, and I will put a link to that right there.
And she has chopped cucumber in the refrigerator. She's making dill relish.
Technically she chopped it, but yes, we're making dill relish. Well, you're here. I'm put you to work. You're not part of the peanut gallery, although
I'm the makeup artist.
Oh, okay. I look fabulous today. So we're just going to take you along for the ride as we can corn, and it might be the comedy show. I don't know. So here we go. So we actually have to shuck a lot of it because it's still in the shuck in the cooler. So you just get to kind of, we'll fast forward so you don't have to sit there and watch us slowly shuck and wash all the corn, but here we go.
Now you're just looking at this?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Alright, let's move this down so we can put our shucks in it.
Oh, shucks.
Oh shit, no, just that way.
I can't go that way. Just reach.
Yeah, okay. Okay. Let's get to it.
Get to it. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
So we're going to go fast forward.
Oh, no, I do that in post. And so then it goes. No, you can't even tell what we're saying because it's like. I have to leave the voice in because it sounded like the like a heavy metal song. You are so weird. Oh wow, that's more than we've done so far. Give me one. Is that it? Yep. Hey!
Some of these are pretty enough to freeze.
I've already got like 3 meals of freeze though, and I'll get some Honey Select. I think I just have to cut all this off. I don't have a ton of freezer space until I get some meat canned. Out they go! Ouch. Ouch. Damn. Shucks. Ouch.
Oh, shucks.
I was doing the out damn spot. Out. I'm just gonna throw you the first few in here. You can talk to it.
Yeah, I know.
Because I don't have to fast forward this part. Tell them about that nifty gadget that you found on Amazon, and I'll link it.
See my little nifty gadget I found on Amazon? But see, didn't she just tell you that? So, I mean, it's
They
not
can't
really...
hear me over here.
Sure they can. It makes it so easy. Like, totally easy to do. All the bits of corn niblets. And you just turn it over. But you know what? I've noticed a lot of people on some of the cooking channels, they don't go back over and scrape the cob and get all the good stuff off. They leave all the good stuff. And if you're going to do cream corn, you need the good stuff. I feel like I'm in a country crock commercial because all they can see is my hands. Do you remember those?
Yes. Oh, wait. Oh, stop it.
Oh, stop
keep
it.
about to. Oh, it's.
Oh, stop it. Oh.
That we just dated ourselves. Those were like in the early 90s.
Yes, we did. Better than the early 80s.
We probably remember those commercials too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cody caught it too.
So if you watch, this has already been done, and a lot of people just kind of go with that. But if you go ahead and get the rest of that off of there, That's the good stuff. That's what makes the good cream corn. Drives me crazy when people leave that on their cob. And then you just go to town. Not literally.
Literally!
Literally! Apparently I say literally, like literally all the time. And so now she's calling me out for literally saying literally. Like if I had $1 for every time I said literally, I'd literally be rich. You would. Literally.
It's true though.
It's true though. Look at all those chickens.
All
Alright.
that corn.
So this is peaches and cream.
Correct.
You might have to tell them about it. They really probably cannot hear me over here.
Which they probably can, but this is called peaches and cream. We actually had about 2 acres of peaches and cream, and then we've got honey select that's coming in now. We actually planted them at the same time, but because they're a different variety, they come in at different times. So the peaches and cream was originally developed, from what I understand, from the Amish. And the Amish actually have the original peaches and cream, which is a lot sweeter actually than what you can get in the stores now. And they're a bigger variety, but we don't really have any Amish around here, so we just have to buy it and plant it ourselves, which I think it depends on the type of soil that you plant them in. In our lower garden, where we tried to plant them before, we have an issue with raccoons getting into them, and my dad would always go in the evenings and put Texas pea or hot sauce or something like that on each and every one of the corn, so that because the raccoons didn't like hot sauce. And it was real sandy down there, and it seems to be a lot sweeter the more sandy the soil is. But this year we grew them down the road on a leased piece of property, and it's more red dirt, like the typical Carolina clay, and so they're not quite as sweet this year, but they're really, really, really good.
But before we
eat it raw.
Before we harvested it though, we had a lot of rain too, which dilutes the sugars.
Right. And they developed really fast. Like 1 week we went down there, and then the next week they came in. And that's the thing about corn, is once it starts coming in, you have to get it off or it will go bad. And if you leave it off, too long, it sours. Oops. We don't know anything about that. No, not right now. But yeah, we actually did it the old-fashioned way, and I had to walk behind the tractor and make sure that the corn planter was planting corn. I think I got in 30,000 steps that day.
I will link a link to the video where I was helping Dad fertilize the corn, and it shows the 1949 Farmall tractor that we use to do this whole corn process. Okay, so we have all of our hot sterile jars here, and we've got all of our corn cut off. So now it is time to get it in our jars. So we're just gonna start . I am doing quarts because my family loves cream corn, loves corn chowder. So we can go through a quart with no problem. And I'm not pressing down too much, but I want to get quite a bit packed in these jars. So I don't want a ton a water space. All right, so this is 7 quarts, which is what the 1 canner will hold. My other canner is cooling off with more meat in it. So we just have the 1 canner ready. I will do the rest of this after the meat is cooled, and I should probably get maybe 3 more quarts, which we've already canned a bunch of pints. I could do pints, but I think I'll just do a partial canner with 3 quarts. So let's get the water on these. I have the canner on the stove. My water's hot. I do need to add my salt, and this is canning salt. So for quarts, it's 1 teaspoon. This is probably not necessary, but this is how I've always done it. This is how we prefer it. And then we add just enough water to cover them, which shouldn't take a whole lot because there's not a ton of space. But it's gonna get all that wonderful cob juice that my sister scraped off, and it's gonna turn it a milky color, and that adds like a starch, and it makes the cream corn nice and thick and gooey. And then when you add your cream, oh, it's so good. Don't forget to get your air bubbles out. Don't forget to wipe your rims. All right, that's it. It's so easy. And this is pretty much can be a full meal in a jar because you can just heat it up, put it over bread. We like to put tomato slices and bacon bits on top, like crumbled bacon or slices of bacon. But you could just heat this up and make it into a soup or over biscuits, have it for breakfast, have it for lunch or dinner, serve it as a side. And a quart is perfect for my family. If you have a bit bigger family, you could do a quart and a pint, or 2 quarts and have leftovers. Whatever you need to do. All right, so we're gonna get these in the canner up to 15 pounds of pressure because I'm right on the line. I can technically do 10 pounds of pressure, but I like to get it on up to 15 for 20 minutes or 25 minutes for quarts. So here we go. Okay, so this is the final product of massacring my kitchen. Just kidding. We have 25 pints of green beans. We have 18 pints of canned taco meat, and 14 pints of cream corn, and then 9 quarts of cream corn, because there's 2 more in the canner right now. Then we also have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 half pints of dill relish and 5 pints of the pickle juice, the dill pickle juice, to use as marinades, salad dressing, add flavor, etc., etc. So 84 jars of food in under 2 days. And I still need to do tomatoes. So I'm pretty happy with that. Hey everybody. So my sister has gone home. It is night. I still have to clean up my kitchen. And you can see I still have my honey buckets back here over my shoulder. I still need to jar up my honey. I still need to can tomatoes, but I'm waiting on a few more to ripen up. But I just wanted to do a quick closeout. I showed you all of the canned goods, but what I didn't say is that I will link in the description box the recipe that I used for the dill pickle relish, because I've never made that one before. And I really wanted some pre-made dill pickle relish for chicken salad. Sorry, I was out putting up chickens in a storm, and I've just got I feel like I've got mascara running down my face or something. But anyway, so this dill pickle relish has a lot of flavor in it. It's got a lot of seasoning. It has a lot of onion and dill, and then the pickled cucumber. So I'm really looking forward to being able to just basically dump this jar into a roasted whole chicken meat bowl and add some mayonnaise and sour cream and a little Dijon, and basically it be ready to go. So I will try that and let you know how it goes. I may even film it. I mean, that's not really a hard recipe, but maybe just a short or something, or add it to another video or something like that. But I will link that recipe. I did adapt it based on my taste, just things that I know I like. But it's a good base recipe. So I'm going to link that in the description box below. The cream corn, we basically told you exactly how to do it, but you do need to look up canning times for your sea level height. And the green beans is pretty much the exact same thing as corn. So I did not film that. If you would like me to, let me know. But you just cap your beans and string them, because we used half runners, which can be stringy. So we string our beans, cap the ends, and then snap them, and then put them in the jars. Half of teaspoon salt for a pint, whole teaspoon for a quart, just like the corn, and get your air bubbles out, put hot water, hot water, then air bubbles out, wipe your rims, and then process for your sea height level, which mine is, like I said, we are on the line. We're at 940, which is below that 1,000 mark. So we could go for 10 pounds, but since I'm so close to that line, I typically go up to 15. And then I do 20 pounds or 20 minutes for pints and 25 minutes for corn. And I think some will say go a little bit longer, but I'm also going up to that 15 pounds of pressure. Anyway, we've always done it that way. Grandparents did it that way. And I know everybody's like, oh, well, science, has changed and standards have changed and we're all good. So you look up your canning rules and go by what you think. That's the way I do it. The meat, again, is linked in the very beginning. So I'm not going to repeat that one either. And then the dill juice, we wanted to preserve all those wonderful herbs and flavor in that juice, or the brine, rather than waste it when we made the relish. So I just went ahead, I don't know if you can really see the herbs and stuff in there. I wanted to go ahead and jar that up, so I processed it at the same way that I did the relish, which is a water bath canning method, to get it to seal, because this does have vinegar and everything in it. And you can add this to olive oil and make a salad dressing. You can soak chicken in it to make a great brine. You can pour it into a saute to give some flavor. There's a lot of things that you can do. Just look up ways to use pickle juice, and you can pickle foods in this. I can put carrots in it. I can put eggs in it. I can do a ton of things with this brine. So I really did not want to waste that. And all it did was cost me an extra 10 minutes to water bath can it in the canner the relish was in after it was done. So don't throw out these things, because they can be great things to use. You can even drink this if you would like. It's a little dill potent for me to drink, but there it is. So think about those things. Anyway, that is it. I hope you enjoyed this video this week, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. No telling what I'm getting into, because I am looking at putting in my fall garden over the next week or two. So a lot of harvesting right now. Just a ton of garden stuff coming in, and more freezer meals coming up soon, because we're trying to get the freezer stocked for back to school in 2 weeks, and get all the harvest done and get our fall gardens going. So I will see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.